And we should be live. Welcome to the very first Sunday night stumble stream of the year 2022. It is Sunday, January 2nd. It is just after 7:30 p.m. And right now it is a rather chilly -8 degrees Celsius outside. So Happy New Year to everyone. We are now almost 2 full days into the new year. I hope you've had a good one so far. And let's just hope this year's a little bit better than the last two. Is that really asking a whole lot? I do have the background beats. I can fire those up. They seem to be quite popular last time. And this stream was a bit of an experiment. I wasn't quite sure if you guys were going to be notified about it. So I was willing to have a Sunday night stream be a sacrificial lamb. And the reason for that is earlier in the week. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Oop. I was looking for wallpapers. I started up a 24/7 stream. This one, I relaunched it today, but I wasn't sure if I already had one stream up, if YouTube would push out a notification on a second stream. So it was kind of like, you know, is this stream going to prevent this stream from getting promoted? Because it almost seems kind of greedy, like, hey, YouTube, I've got 2 streams going. Can you please let the whole world know about 2 of them? You know, because where does that stop? What if I had 50 of them? But the good news is we have 70 viewers so far, so I think that's about normal for this time. We'll see. If we don't get well up above 100, then maybe there is something to that, and I'm not crazy. But one of the thoughts I'm having is I'll explain a little bit later something I'm thinking and why this experiment was kind of important to me. Because it's not just the Stumbles channel that will be impacted by this. But yeah, if you click here.
Through my online store alone, we've sold over.
This is what I did last week. The week before, I had the merch up and running, and then, or 2 weeks before. And then I configured this. So if you ever just want to hang out with people and chat, swing by and join the fun, I guess. We've had some people have been rather regular here, and I'm super, super grateful and appreciative of that. So thank you. 19 people might be watching, but that's what it's averaging, like 24 hours a day, which is phenomenal. So this has been a big success. Some people asked me to create like a Discord, which is like a chat server. I know Action Kid and a few bigger YouTubers have that. But I really just kind of want to keep everything as YouTube-centric as possible on this channel and my main channel. So that was really the reason for this. I know that within a day, this playlist runs out. So maybe this week I'm going to make a new playlist for the Stumbles channel. And I'm also going to work on something else that you'll find out about sooner or later. Probably channel members and Patreon members. We'll find out about that. But that's enough about me. Marg H, Michelle Briggs, Jeanette Morales, Action VJ, Colette, Lisa, Marie Palmer, Devin, Pete, Alex, Tara, Ian, Darius, Benjamin, Unknown, Bevy. Thanks for joining in. Bevy says, just remember to not give out personal... that's not very smart, guys. I mean, I don't care what you do as long as you're not, you know, doing anything against the rules of the chat, but don't give out a phone number or any personal information. That's pretty dumb. If you really want to get in it's not a dating service, but if you are getting along and you do want to reach out to someone, just give them your Instagram or something other than a phone number or email, because once you put it in the chat, the whole world can see it, right? So yeah, but I don't, other than that, I mean, this is just for people to hang out and talk about whatever they want, as long as it's nothing too offensive. So thanks for the reminder, Bevy, and huge thank you to Yogi, who has been manning this thing 24/7 pretty much. Yogi, I wish I had a payroll so I could put you on it, but thank you. It has not gone unnoticed, so huge thanks to you and the other mods who have jumped in as well. And a big thanks to Nightbot for already getting in on the action and timing someone else, or timing someone out. So let me just pull that down for a second. Imagine finding love at a Johnny Stumble stream. Well, in this day and age where we're all, not all of us, I'm probably the opposite, at least in terms of what I do, but where so many people are turned into hermits. And now, like, if you look at people in Quebec, they're basically expected to just hibernate all winter. I think there's nothing wrong with wanting to make a social connection to someone online. I think that's completely normal, especially given the circumstances. So to each their own, whatever. But like Bevy said, don't put your phone number on there. Mods can't be monitoring it. We don't know, you know, everything in terms of who will see it or who will do anything with it, and we're not liable or responsible. Clayton Crawford, $2. Hello, Johnny. Thank you, Clayton Crawford. I do have the live stream notifications up, so hopefully something will pop onto this stream. Oh, maybe Nightbot put that on the other stream. That's going to be interesting. Maybe, or my live stream notifications aren't going to come onto this stream if the 24/7 is up. I might have to change notification providers if that's the case. I'll test around and play with that, but that's one more thing I have to be aware of, having the two streams going on at once. That said, I'm going to have a Waterloo Dark, Ontario's first craft brewer, on top of giving me...
Hello, Johnny.
Oh, there we go. We do get the notification. Clayton Crawford. It works. Thanks for being the first test, Clayton. And I think I just got a newsletter from you as well, so I'm going to have to dig through my emails. But courtesy of my mom from Christmas, I'm going to have this Waterloo Dark, Ontario's first craft brewer. Maybe, since I'm just blabbing, we'll do some streamception, my stream within a stream. But thank you, Mom, for this. Not only did she give me this, she gave me a freezer full of chili, which I have halfway eaten. I had one for lunch today. And she gave me a lot of chocolate chip cookies. A lot of chocolate chip cookies. And you'd be able to see them behind me. You know what? Maybe... No, you would not be able to see them behind me. Do you know why? I don't want to accidentally stand up on stream, but... I have cleaned my kitchen cleaner than it's ever been before. My walk-in closet is cleaner than it's ever been before. So huge thank you to someone for pushing me in that direction and asking for a new updated apartment tour video, which I think will be coming soon. But yeah, look at that. When have you ever seen my counter that clean? Like like you could go lick the floor in there. I can see a new shelf, but let's get the green screen back up. I've also got a new humidifier rocking. It's a hybrid cool air warm mist ultrasonic one that is quite amazing, but it does make a little bit of a sound, so hopefully the mic's not picking that up. But yeah, I think a new apartment tour is going to be in order, and I do have a few goodies I'm going to show, and new shelf. I don't have a new shelf. So let's get this beer open. I've been waiting to drink this beer for quite a while. Didn't you do an apartment tour? I did, but I haven't done an updated one. Did you color your hair? No. That is the shine of the numerous lights beaming down. People are saying, good job, Johnny. If only you guys knew. If only you knew. Wow, Johnny splurged on Molly Maid. Well, that might not be too far off. If you guys really think I'm rolling up my sleeves and clean out the old kitchen myself, that's crazy talk. Lisa says, I have to say, JS, nice sweater. Thank you. This was a Christmas gift. So thank you very much. As you know, I don't buy clothes or anything like that. I just get them as gifts. Am I allowed to show the same thing twice on two streams? Hopefully YouTube's not like angrily yelling at me like this. Let me see here. Mike Landry, Johnny, wishing you all the best this year. Thank you, Mike Landry. Vivian Johnson in the house. Vivian Johnson, good evening. Thank you for the $5, Mike. $2, Clayton Crawford. I can only send $2 on this channel.
Johnny, wishing you all the best this year.
Thank you, Mike. Clayton, I have not done anything to block you. If anything, I've actually given you an exception in the chat, so I don't know.
Chat only send $2 on this channel.
But thank you, Clayton. I think there might have been a bit of an echo on that. So it was New Year's Eve, and we can just shrink this down a bit. And I just want to thank everyone, and especially the mods, for rolling up their sleeves and doing some good old-fashioned OT, because even though it was just an hour and 20 stream, it's now been by far, I think, by a factor of 4, my most successful live stream ever. We're over 202,000 views, and they are still coming. People are still watching it. And we hit around 16,000 peak. Lisa, can you get an exception? I think you're probably trusted enough, although I don't know. That's the YouTube filters that gives you that exception. I'll look into see if Nightbot can do that. Maybe we can just give a bunch of the regular faces who I can trust an exception. But yeah, we hit 202,000 total views, over 16,000. In fact, I was talking to Action Kid earlier, and my stream had more peak viewers at its highest than his did. Not by much. Also, Action Kid was competing with every single news channel in America showing Times Square, and there were a whole bunch of other live streamers in Times Square. Whereas in Toronto, it was just me and the City of Toronto Culture. So the official City of Toronto New Year's stream has 179,000 views, and there were all kinds of thank you for that, Sanjay. Thank you very much I did see you in there doing that. They had a lot of big name acts and celebrities on here, and there's this whole huge production going into it. And little old me just walking around with the camera by myself outdid that. So yeah, I mean, this was, of all the things I've done, this was probably the coolest thing from a YouTube point of view, at least in terms of this channel. So none of that would have happened without you guys getting that little snowball rolling and jumping in and watching the stream. And unfortunately, during the fireworks, everyone and their uncle likes to go on Instagram and Facebook and live stream the countdown and the fireworks. So about a few minutes into the fireworks, I started losing my connection a bit. And then about halfway through, it was really, really rocky. I kept resetting my connection just because all the cell phone services were just completely overloaded from everyone on Insta, Facebook, FaceTime, whatever, just firing up their video. So I still wasn't as unlucky as those in New York. Apparently in Times Square, you just have almost no service, but there you go. Did you just call Mike Landry Mike Clayton? Maybe. Thank you, Mike Landry and Clayton Crawford. Sorry if I got that wrong, but yeah. That countdown to midnight was like the count up on the viewers. Little old you, come on, no need to be humble. Well, last year, I was kind of kicking myself because where is it? Where's my, here it is. Rather than going out and streaming, I watched another Toronto YouTuber go out who unfortunately doesn't stream anymore, go out and have a huge audience, and I just did this at home. I waited till just after midnight, and we had a stream here, and I hung out with you guys for a while. That one did pretty well too. It was a lot of fun, but it was definitely the... Ooh, look at that. Look at that hair. The elf on the shelf. Look at that counter. What am I doing? No, countdown. Do you guys remember this? Oh, what a nerd. Nerd! I'm like way off center. You can see part of my my shelving unit over here because I didn't know how to like collapse the webcam. Greetings, Cody Shaw the Galley. What's up? Welcome to the first stream of 2021. You've Oriana Scaly changed your hair a bit, buddy. New Year. Happy New Year to you. We now have 9 viewers. Watson says Happy New Year. Tony says cheers. Oh, I was drinking the champagne last time. I think Devin 69. That's awesome. Things were a little lame on the streets of Toronto tonight. Is this all I did? I played some videos. That was back when my Fitbit still had a watch band. I need to get a new watch band for that. The Johnny Strides channel last year was at... Oh, I played this video walking. So this is how we brought in 2020. And you're going to write your answer. That was back when people used to ask me to delete yourself to play the videos in reverse. Johnny had a major glow up. You mean I bought some lights? I don't know what that's referencing. The Ken Continuum channel and watch 3 videos in full, including the ads. Ooh, I'm dissing Ken Continuum there. Is this it? Did I not do anything fun on the stream? I haven't even said the question yet, and someone already says lick. And look at this low bit rate. Speaking of this, do you swallow if you bite? Always lick. So here's the question, guys, you perverts. You have an ice cream cone. Do you lick or bite it? What am I talking about? What is this? Says bites. Time lapse. That's a contentious question. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm showing the pyramid that I once drank. I have no idea. Where's the image here? Oh, it's up here. Anyways, that is how we rang in the New Year's last year on you bought all that beer at the Johnny Stumbles. Look at that super wide. Dude, learn how to work your software. You had no idea what you were doing, did you? We all know you guys are of course, those were thank you again, and thank you to everyone else who has super laid back days. Hey, someone sent me a super chat. Damns you are amazing. $20. Thank you. 1 year later for the super chat. The real man says, seriously, I don't think I was watching you. Barnabas says the new Johnny Stumbles generally looks much healthier. Ironically, I used to walk more back then. I was doing a lot more walking. You were toxic back then? That's a pretty toxic comment. I'm exactly the same person. Only a little better. What was I saying? I don't know. Who cares? Anyways, that was last year. So we're up to 204 viewers. So it is definitely confirmed. I can have 2 live streams going at once. Will you criticize this stream next year? We'll find out. I don't know. I kind of always like to tinker and change things, so we'll find out. But as I recall, you got, yeah, I used to get a lot more messed up on my streams back then. Oh, there was that one where I was showing Christmas gifts, I think, and I just got completely wasted on edibles. Now I can't even reach my edibles. They're behind me. So since we have 204 people watching, this stream is probably at or near its peak in terms of viewers. Maybe I could make myself bigger. One thing I need to do with this studio setup. Where's Perry? $20. Thank you. Where's Perry? Devin, I don't think there'll be games tonight. I actually have to finish tomorrow's video after this. I was doing my best IT guy impersonation this afternoon. If you were watching my 24/7 live stream, it was ridiculous the amount of hoops I had to jump through to get it running. Yeah, so I basically burnt my afternoon doing that instead of getting tomorrow's video ready. So I'm going to be doing that after this. But maybe I'll jump on Twitch later this week and do some live, some games and stuff. But let's get the camera a little bigger. As I drop something. So these came in. I was supposed to have 3 items came in. I ordered 3 sample items from merch, and I got to be careful not to show one side. But yeah, I thought tonight, let's open up some merchandise. Ironically, one shipped from UPS and one shipped from DHL, both from completely different facilities. Okay, so can we see what's going on Reddit? Yeah, later. But we're gonna show some merch off. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I don't have a table set up, so you can't really do an unboxing without that, but whatever. We're gonna do it anyways. Ooh. I forget what I ordered even. I have 2 logos, right? So it comes with this nice fancy box. Your samples arrived. It's time to show and tell. Oh, this is for YouTube creators. So I guess this is not exactly what you'll be getting, but here's the t-shirt. I think, is this the t-shirt or the long? So there's two designs, but yeah, it's all wrinkled because it was in the box, but there we go. You know what? There's some green on this shirt. So if I do that, so the $1 million question is, how is this print screening? And it's very, very soft. I would say this is medium to high quality t-shirt range. I gotta be honest, it's not amazingly soft, but it's certainly not cheap. It's got a nice kind of cottony springness to it, but yeah, there we go. Johnny Strides t-shirt. Thank you, Patrick, for your design. Maybe later I'll put it on. And I ordered a mug, but the mug is not here yet. And there's also going to be green on this one. Same deal. This one is a hoodie. This is actually for a friend of mine who helped me out over the winter. So we have a crop top female hoodie. I will not be modeling this for you, but I think the print screening on this one is a little better, actually. Like you can see that I'm wearing a mask. We're also at the mercy of my camera here. If I put it too close, it'll look bad because any type of thing like this right up close starts to break apart. But there we go. There's a crop top hoodie. I'll probably order a few more items. And if and when the mug finally comes, I'll definitely be ordering that as well. So we'll just fix that. So let's shrink this. No. How's that? Is that better? Guys. Can you see me? Of course you can. Get back. I don't know about that. Is that about right? Okay, you have to model the crop top when it arrives. The crop top is here. That is it. You saw it. That is it. Let's pull something back up here. Someone said nice hoodie. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with the merch. I'm not blown away by it. I'm just happy with it. It's solid. I would buy it. It's not but I kind of knew that. I did my research. Like I looked at all the different merch suppliers. There's the one Ken used. There's like 80 others. And there we go. Do a vlog modeling these items. Yeah, I'm going to start wearing some of it in my streams, and maybe I'll put that on the t-shirt on at some point in the stream. Although it's cold in here because I turned off the heater because I didn't want you guys to have to hear that. But I mentioned I got some new toys, and new toys indeed we got. This computer here, actually, that I'm using this on is rocking a new processor. So this is funny. I wanted to buy a new processor for this computer because this is all ties into this streaming, by the way, the 24/7 streaming. So I bought a new processor, so I had to update the motherboard. And then I had to update the motherboard again because it was a two-step process. And then when I opened it up to take my old processor out, which is here, this has never happened before, but the chip got stuck to the fan. This is the CPU. That's a Ryzen 2700 8-core CPU. And it is baked on to the heatsink. I've never had that happen. Apparently it's not too uncommon. So what I have to do is just take a blow dryer to this thing and heat it up and then slide something kind of flat and sharp and pry it off. Fortunately, none of the pins are bent. Also, the new chip went right into the socket perfectly, which also indicates that there was no broken pins left. So what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with a old CPU that is still kind of beastly? It's still got a lot of power to it. I'm going to be building a new computer. And what I'm going to do with that, hopefully, is not store the new computer in my home, but store it in another home or another location, not a home. And then I'll be able to run a 24/7 live stream from it at much higher quality because there'll be a much faster connection. That's kind of the plan right now. So I'm in the process. I've got a new motherboard on the way. I've got a new case on the way. I've got just 16 gigs of new RAM on the way. It'll be enough for a server. I need to get the hard drive. I have a spare 600 watt power supply. So I've basically got most of a new computer. But you'll notice the hardest thing to get in the world right now is a graphics card, right? They are, I don't know if you know anything about computers, but they are like 4 to 5 times their MSRP right now. If you want to buy a graphics card that cost $200 2 years ago, that'll cost you like $800 today. But being the idiot that I am, I went out and bought this. So I have a new graphics card. So don't ask me how much I paid for that. Don't ask me. But what I'm going to do is combine this computer with the other computer, and I'm going to have 2 pretty nice computers. But I'm not keeping it all in my apartment, which is kind of also like, I don't want to have anything too expensive in my apartment. It just doesn't feel right to go outside and leave expensive stuff here. So everything I own is kind of budgety. So if you want to break in and steal it, congratulations, you just risked your freedom for a few $100. But my point is, I'm looking to create a server that I can stream 24/7 as well as use as a backup computer and do some things like remote into it, so I could do some rendering away from this computer in case this one's tied up and things like that. So yeah, that's my next plan, is building out this new computer. I'm going to go Linux, not Windows, because it's going to be more of a dedicated server, probably a dual boot, and it might let me do a 24/7 4K live stream ×2. And one of my reasons for testing if I could live stream on this channel at the same time as doing the 24/7 was I'm thinking of doing this on the Strides channel. So having one kind of 24/7 stream on Stumbles and one 24/7 stream on Strides. That way there'll be 2 places to hang out. And the one on Strides could be a way bigger playlist. It won't be... And the one on Stumbles can be more themed, like now with snow walks, then we can do transit walks, then we could do rain walks. This one will just kind of be rolling, whereas the one on Strides will be this big long playlist. So that is my plan, or what I'm thinking of. And whenever I do a poll, uh-oh. Did I just hit OK? Did I post a stream, or did I post a poll? There we go. I didn't have time to put in my snappy smartass answers, but there you go. The thing is, that 24/7 stream doesn't really hurt anything. It's just there. If you don't like it, you just not go there. But it kind of... I don't know. I kind of like having it. And I did buy a computer. Oh, I lucked out, by the way. Lisa thinks 1 is good. Hey, you should tell that to Action Kid. He's got like 8. But I lucked out because the computer I bought to do it was this little... mini PC. It was a mini office PC, but I got a way better, like twice as good computer than the one I ordered on Amazon. So they literally sent me like a $700 computer, and I paid $235 for it. Like the processor is more than double as good. So I'm kind of through the moon on that, and it kind of throws a wrench into my building a second computer plan, but hey, you get lucky every once in a while, right? Devin likes the audio from the video over the music. Yeah, we got the... Yeah, I know, but... I don't know. We're just going to leave the music on this one, because this one we're going to be in and out of the videos and doing other things. You feel like I'm dividing my audience when I should be concentrating it. 2 isn't too much. We'll see. I might move the one from Stumbles 2 strides. I'm still playing. I'm still throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. But since I have the capabilities to do 2, we might. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, mods, don't worry about the modding. You guys don't have to. I really, really appreciate what has been modded, but it's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. Nightbot will slay some people. I always go in there and clean it up. I've been cleaning up bad comments from New Year's after the fact. Like, it is what it is. People can always just ignore, delete, and if they see someone they don't like, you can just ignore them, right? So it doesn't show up in your chat. Speeds goes on the 24/7 stream to see what he can get away with. So yeah, we're having fun with it. But those are just a compliment, right? This stream, the Sunday night stream, is my favorite one to do, and then the 3 strides or so streams I do a week are definitely a lot of fun. And I'm gonna try to do a home stream on strides later this week. So if you have a 24/7 live stream, how will you do live streams, Lois? Well, I've got 2 on this channel right now. Hey Johnny, the music is very relaxing. Thank you, Kathleen. I know the music could be a bit divisive. You should set up a live camera on your balcony and stream it 24/7. No. Maybe someone else's balcony if I get permission, but not on my own. People could very easily figure out exactly what unit I'm in. They could also do things like throw rocks at it or rocks at my window, trying to distract the stream. You can't underestimate how stupid and childish some people are. So even though I'm pretty high up, I'm not putting the camera on my exact balcony. Vivian voted no. How will we ever know where exactly the live Johnny is? Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, Bill, I mean, to each their own. Everyone prefers something different. I can't disagree with you. It's just everyone has their own preference, right? I'm pretty agreeable in that, you know, if people have different opinions, that's great. That's why we're, you know, all individuals and not a hive. I don't like the idea of a hive mind mentality. So, hey man, if you disagree with me, great. We can still have a beer and be friends. It's all good. Especially on like political issues. Like, the whole world is so divisive. Yeah, I'm talking about that when we're talking about live streams. I'm also tired and starting to get a little drunk, but you get the idea. Bevy will be home streaming on Wednesday. When was your last home stream? But happy birthday in advance, by the way. I'll be doing a stride stream probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Just reading some of your chats. Where's Perry says safety first. Yeah, that's important, of course. So maybe in a little bit we'll duck out. Sanjay says AK has multiple. You know what? He has. Yeah, I don't think I would ever go more than 2. But he's got 3 here, and this one's got 150 people watching. And Black and Shadow. And he's got 2 here, so he's got 5. 5 going. I mean, I would never do more than 1 or 2, but he's also got a way, way bigger audience than me. So it's not exactly apples to apples. But one of the things about the 24/7 is this channel is not, or maybe this channel is a little bit, but the other channel is not really about me, right? It's not about, it's about the city, and more than me, it's about the community, and people just coming together and hanging out. So a 24/7 stream sort of gives that platform a chance to exist without me being front and center. Because when I'm doing the live streams, you're getting an earful of me, like it or not. And you know, it's the whole point of Johnny Strides is to explore Toronto and other cities and to hang out with one another in the stream chat. So if I can provide a way to do that and remove myself, I think that's kind of cool. So that's one of the things that I like about the 24/7 streams. But if I do it and you don't like it, don't go. Like, it's just like anything, right? I think we've talked about that enough. But yeah, this one has been exciting. We've got 10 people watching now. I think I stole all the viewers, and I'm gonna have to slow down Nightbot here. But I will try to get a new playlist sorted on this one later this week, and we'll see how that goes. One thing you will have noticed since I changed to my new computer for live streaming this is the quality did get a bit better. I upped the encoding, like the rendering, to the highest quality setting. I increased the bitrate a little bit, so we're having fun with it. If the pandemic was not going on, you would still make walking videos. You can make them even without, or even with the pandemic, Fans Buses Gaming. It's all good to go out and walk around. Nothing should be stopping that. Johnny, what are the features of your current PC and why nobody should not buy Intel anymore? People can buy Intel. I mean, I don't like... What's cool about Intel and AMD was it used to be like Intel was Coke, AMD was Pepsi, and now it's completely flipped. AMD is like the first choice and Intel is the second choice. Intel is now offering arguably better performing chips that are cheaper, but they're still not as upgradable. Their sockets don't give you as many options, so I just like AMD. Like, this is a 4-year-old board I'm running in this computer, and I've got a brand new 5000 series 8-core chip in it, so kudos to AMD for that. Does G-Corb have a live stream? I don't think he does, actually. I don't think he does. He should. I think it would be a good thing for him. G-Corb. Does he? G-Corb. He does Montreal walking videos. He's done an excellent job, and he's exploded to almost 32,000 subscribers. And I'm going to end this poll here. Should I do a 24/7 stream on Strides as well? 61% said yes, 39% said no. Comment Lord says AMD or NVIDIA. If you're a gamer, doesn't really matter. If you're not using like DLSS or ray tracing, then just almost shot by price. If you're into video encoding and video rendering, I think NVIDIA is superior to AMD. That's why we've got the new RTX, because it's got a very good encoding chip in it. The Real Man says G-Corp never does live streams, only does premieres. Yeah. But look at this. He's cranking out videos 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days ago. One of them, I've talked with the guy who runs this channel. He's right around the same size as me. He's 61,000 subscribers. And look at his New Year's stream. That had 629,000. Man, there's just no competing with New York City on these big events. You have an RTX 3060 and an i5. The i5 11400 is super impressive. That's probably the best value chip you can get. So that's a pretty good rig, Fans Buses Gaming. Emma, they have, but there was a long stretch near the end of Athlon where Intel was pretty much dominating them. And NVIDIA was dominating them. But yeah, that's enough geeky talk. No, they are not, Justin. No, they are not. It's a rather silly comment. So yeah, this channel is pretty awesome. So he got 629,000 on his. 862,000 people. 5 hours and 50. My stream was an hour and 20 minutes. Like, how do you physically do that? How do you stream for that long? Chris Mills has physically given up on desktops. You have a few. You know, I can't do work on my laptop. It's just the screen, the keyboard. It's like unergonomic. I'm a desktop user. I can't lie. I do my premieres on the laptop sometimes. I just lie in bed and do them. AMD House here, RX 580s, 8 of them. I have an RX 570 8 gig. That is bringing you this stream right now. All running Linux. Well, RevView is certainly doing the computer thing. All right, yeah, maybe we should turn down the... Yes, welcome to my Sunday night stream where we will talk about computer chips, including your host, a guy who is not qualified to talk about computer chips. The goopy... Oh, hey, I remember you. I have a shout out on the second video around 36 seconds in.
Hello, welcome to Toronto.
Let's find out here. Let's play this shout out.
This is going to be a shout out to Johnny Strides, the famous Toronto YouTuber who I used to watch in England, walk around Toronto, then he scooted around Toronto, then he e-biked around Toronto, and it was a huge inspiration. So we're going to keep it rolling for a bit.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much for the shout out. So since you were so friendly when I ran into you in Riverside on Queen Street East. 5 subscribers, new channel, guys. It's so hard to get a channel off the ground. It's one of the hardest things you could do. Next to keeping it alive once you actually give birth to it. It's not easy. So, hey, here's some UK to Canada, day 1 moving during COVID pandemic, day 1 in Toronto, Indian grocery shopping bank, Toronto Airbnb tour city skyline at Pulse and Pier. So here you go. Give this channel a little love and watch some of the videos, and all of them actually. There's only 3. And yeah, congrats on launching a channel. That is such a hard endeavor, and I hope you stick with it. And yeah, good luck. And it was very nice to meet you. Maybe one day there'll be a collab in your future, or my future, our future. We'll just put it like that. COVID Hippo says he was really friendly, came from the UK where I was from. Hope he enjoys it here. Yeah, I think he enjoys it here. He seemed incredibly happy. He was all smiles. I remember he was saying just how difficult it was to get everything in order during the pandemic. That's been a very tough challenge. Did you guys know PewDiePie is trying to move to Japan? So one of the biggest YouTubers on planet Earth next to TSeries. It's hilarious how much hate for TSeries he has. And yeah, he bought a place in Japan and he got visas, and his whole like production team is ready to move there. And the Japanese government just closed their borders completely and they can't get in. And like, this person is as privileged as you can get. Like, he's been pretty transparent about it. Like, it's a first world problem. I want to go move and do my YouTubing in another channel, but it just kind of highlights like what a different world we live in. That someone with unlimited resources and unlimited money who did everything right still can't even just move somewhere and do a YouTube channel. So that kind of puts it into perspective how hard it must have been to move to Toronto and do that during the pandemic and start a YouTube channel. So yeah, I mean, you've worked harder than most of us for sure. But yeah, that's... Not that I watch PewDiePie, but I watched this video, Why Am I Still Here? And that's where he talked about it. Emma says, yeah, he wasn't complaining about it. He was just sharing his experience with it. Like he totally took it in stride. He just, like, he's not acting like a little privileged brat. He was just saying, this has been extremely difficult and trying. And I repeat the same story for tens of millions of people that are trying to go across borders. There's people that they've paid tuition to go to Japan and learn, and they've got their visa and their checks have been cashed. And then the government's like, no, you can't come. And then the schools are like, sorry, no refund. Like, it's shitty. It's really, I mean, the whole world has been through this crap for 2 years, and he's just kind of sharing his own experience with that. So if anything, I think he's more relatable than, you know, a millionaire who gets whatever they want. Just my opinion. Novell says he's literally from Sweden, which is known to be one of the best countries to live, yet he keeps moving to other places. Hey, good for him. I would do that too. But yeah, I mean, he's not really my type of YouTuber that I watch. He's definitely got a younger demographic, but yeah. Hopefully in a few months, this thing will be defanged and we'll be moving on. I can't wait. I want to travel. I just want to travel so bad. When I was cleaning out my closet, I found my like flight itineraries for the last several trips I took, and it was like depressing that it was over 2 years ago. The Costa Rican government is welcoming digital nomads. That's cool. That's cool. I'm just reading some of your chats. Estelle says, never heard of him from now. Yeah, BS on that, Estelle. There's no way you haven't never heard of PewDiePie until now. Elian Lou says, hi, Johnny. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to everyone. I think this is the end of the Happy New Year's. After today, I will stop saying it. Wasn't that like a Seinfeld thing? Like when you stop Happy New Year-ing people? I had a few people Happy New Year me on the elevator. So I think this is it. Today is the last day of the Happy New Year's, at least for me. All right, Devin, since you're asking. So
you want to head up to walk past the click here.
So we have, I like sorting here. Walking Mill Creek, Grand Rapids, Michigan. 69 subscribers. Devin Sullivan. That is and you've been putting out a lot of videos. We'll give a little sneak peek of the, why do I have CC on? Dwight Liddell Park. Comstock Park, Michigan. We'll skip ahead a little bit.
Walk. I figured I could bring you guys along with.
And you're narrating. Sweet.
Well, I may have to pause you in a moment to put on some gloves. The wind is picking up. It's about 5-8 mile an hour.
Yeah, I always find myself with cold hands recording without my gloves. I was gonna reach and get some gloves.
There we go. We get a side on to the
show you guys, but I got the green screen behind me. But Devin,
actually,
I'll give some of your videos a walk, but looking good. Good channel.
Actually have this camera.
69 subscribers. I bet that's ruined already. 70. Haha, it's ruined. You no longer have the sweet number. Again, to reiterate, you have my permission to play your channel. Grand Rapids, Michigan. All right, maybe we'll play some a little bit while we hang out, since Devin gave me permission. And I'm sure you guys are sick of my my stuff. Lisa says, why is there no CC in your 24/7 stream? I thought I set that up. With the closed captioning, I just put in some language settings, like this is Canada, this is English, Canada, and it's supposed to do that automatically. I don't know if the fact that it's it's in real time if YouTube doesn't have the chance to transcode the subtitles. I don't really know. But yeah, no, I have it set up the same as all my other videos. I'm looking at it right now on my laptop. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe it's just not possible. Are they on this stream? Can you get can you guys tell me, can you get closed captioning on this live stream or subtitles? Well, you're welcome, Devin. You've been certainly putting in the work. And G-Corb is just silent. Yeah, it's a preference, right? Bevy started her channel. She went with the narrating route. Who is having a birthday on Wednesday. And I don't think she's home streamed in a very long time. So I'll see if I can pop in and wish her a happy birthday on Wednesday. Alex Gets Around TO, I comment on your channel. Satcher Crooks loves the background music. Thanks. And this video here is courtesy of Devin Sullivan. Devin Sullivan, what kind of camera are you using? Sanji says no CC. Yeah, I think it's because it's live, Lisa. I think it sucks. I know from... There are definitely, since my videos are narrated, there's definitely people who benefit from the captions being there. And if that's just a limitation of YouTube, I will look into it and I will see if there's a way to enable that, because I would hate to think that they're not on there if it is possible. I would just feel like that's, you know, a massive oversight on my part. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. I will look into that. And if it's possible, we will do it. Terratopia is here. Terratopia. Did I not see that? I think I saw somewhere you mentioned you were starting a YouTube vlog. Is that true? Is that a rumor? Let us know. Devin says it's a Canon 1DX on a mechanical gimbal. Really? I'm sure Lisa in the chat is probably familiar. Man, look how expensive these things are. Canon EOS while we're out of here. You really wow. And this is in 1080. Does it not do 4K? Is this Grand Rapids? Was anyone else shocked to find out that it's a huge city? I always thought it was like Kitchener. Alexa, how big is Grand Rapids? It's got 199,000 people in the city proper. That's a pretty big city. It's a 1DX. Oh, Devin, I don't... Okay, I'm a... camera dumb. Terratopia says you want to learn to record and edit, uploading your adventures from yesterday today. Well, good luck with that, Tara. What software are you using? Sorry, Devin, we'll leave yours on here. Let's see. Terratopia has been on this channel for a very long time as a viewer, and I believe she knows a gentleman named Ryan Rides who's got a pretty neat pair of channels, one on Twitch and one on YouTube. But Tara getting going here, so this will be neat to see what kind of videos you put out. I'm curious. I always like watching the growth of large metro area, not city. That's still pretty big. I always like watching how people sort of grow. Like we were watching my New Year's stream last year. It looked like I filmed it on a potato. It's not expensive. You paid $900. First generation Canon 1DX. Terratopia is using Power Director. You know what? I would honestly advise you, Terratopia, try DaVinci Resolve. Is a free program. I'm currently weaning myself off of Power Director onto Resolve. It's a very professional grade video editor, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. But yeah, Power Director is pretty cool for what it is. It only does 2K, 29.9 frames per second. Did you film this one? Can we pull up your stats for nerds? Did you guys know you could do this? You could click stats for nerds, and it'll tell you the codec, the viewport. So it's playing in at 1080, 30 frames per second. Volume is normalized. Here's your codecs right here. When you're just starting out in YouTube, it will give you a worse codec. So you're on Opus here. Eventually, when you get to a certain size, YouTube will switch you over to a better codec, so you'll have a little better quality videos. And you can see that right here. Connection speed. Sweet. Network activity. Mystery text. I don't know what the mystery text means. Who knows what the mystery text means? But yeah, if you want to geek out on YouTube videos, you can do that. You think you filmed it in RAW? It was huge files. Yeah, YouTube compresses the hell out of anything anyways, so I'm not entirely sure it's necessary. Hey, the stats for nerds won't turn off. They're stuck. Get away, you stats for nerds. Oh no. Here's the stats for nerds on my own stream. Codecs. I think I got the VP9. I think this is what you want when you're on YouTube. This is the sweet spot. The VP09. There's a little streamception for you. You think it's a debug code. We're diving into we have deducted that the number after the letter S represents the status code for the player. Who knows? Does anyone know what the mystery text is? I don't know. I don't know. But we can watch my stream within a stream. Oh no, Double Johnny. What time is it? It is 8:35. We have been rolling for over an hour. So let's see what is going on the Toronto Reddit subreddit. Let's refresh this because I last came here in a while. Take the blue pill. Stats on stats on stats. When the realtor says you get a prime view of the CN Tower. Maybe I could make this a little bigger here. So this is obviously from the Mississauga City Center. I think this is the Living Arts Center down below. City Hall is just to the right. There is Square One Shopping Mall. There's the Absolute World Marilyn Monroe Towers. And there is the City Hall, or the CN Tower, way off in the distance. That view probably isn't bad at night, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it would be pretty good. There's the Sussex Center. There's the place where I think in the 1980s I went and saw the movie Roger Rabbit with my mom and my brother. That's pretty much the only thing I remember about this building. I don't think they still have a movie theater. There's probably no way that they do, but it's a pretty iconic building in Mississauga. Vintage photo, 1905, Homewood Avenue, looking north to Wellesley Street. That's on the east side. That is a little east of St. Jamestown, I believe. It's around Sherburne and Wellesley. A lot of the original cabbage style homes. Man, imagine being that guy. I think this was mostly a working class neighborhood back then. That's a neat photo. Fox, yes, there's been a lot of fox sightings out in the city lately. And different kinds of foxes. And here's a fox that someone's found on their lawn. He's majestic. Look at all that self-confidence. I miss foxes being in our neighborhood. But what does it say? This is Guildwood. Isn't Guildwood in Scarborough? Wow, what a... I mean, that's something that's either going to freak you out, but also be really, really cool at the same time. Hopping on the Fox photo train with these I saw this summer. There's a trio of foxes. An aerial shot. This is all pictures, isn't it? There's the Humber Bay Arch Bridge and the Humber River and the Palace Place condominium. It's a neat picture. Makes you wonder if they got that from a drone. Ford cabinet to discuss new public health restrictions. I don't want to get depressed and see a stupid idiot, so let's skip that one. Faith in humanity restored. I just arrived back in Vancouver from being home in Toronto and got this in the mail. It is a save the date for a friend's wedding that I dropped on a night out in early December. Wow. So someone brought this back to this guy. That is awesome. It's kind of like if you put one of those War Amps tags on your keys and you lose them and someone mails them back to you. Shout out to Wayne Fleet. I'm not sure I get that reference. Where else can I go? Toronto tenants look to organize in the face of 2022 rent increases. Yes, the rent freeze that was in effect last year is no longer. So you're going to be getting your full ass rent increase this year. Renters faced with above guideline increases can avoid paying until landlord and tenant approves the hikes. Starlight Investments. There's so many of these predatory residential landlords popping up and just putting the bare minimum amount of money into buildings so they can get away with the maximum amount of increases above board. It's truly filthy that this is even allowed to happen. I know I live in a building where that is happening. Come on, houses are for people to live, they should not be investment vehicles for big corporations. Just my opinion. Toronto Pearson just had its warmest fall since records began as ranked by daily minimums. Interesting. Okay, Lisa, have to read your previous chat. Someone said good night. Good night. Personal injury. Oh, that was the... I was live streaming when that happened, right? In my car, and unfortunately, one of the people involved lost their life. That's quite sad. Toronto area hospitals welcome first babies of 2022. Have birth rates gone down during COVID? Is everyone being locked up inside, leading to an increase in birth rates? Or is there just a massive decrease because people aren't randomly hooking up? I literally don't know. I think that's an honest question. Has the birth rate changed during COVID? Recent survey findings from several countries indicate that in the early months of the pandemic, a sizable proportion of the adult population changed their childbearing plans in response to the pandemic, in most cases delaying or abandoning plans to have a child. The pandemic caused a baby bust, not a boom. We're starting to see how so I guess we're going to have some thinned out class sizes. U.S. births, generally speaking, in Western countries, the birth rate is declining, and that's why healthy immigration is so important. Babies born in December were conceived during the pandemic. Wow, look how low that is. Sorry for going down that rabbit hole. I was just wondering out loud what was going on. Governments must step up and make sure live theater isn't another casualty of COVID. There's no reason for it to be a casualty of COVID now. Like, if I can be, I don't even want to get into it, but just getting on the subway is, you're getting so much more exposure than you ever would by going into a theater. So why is one allowed and one being shit on? Go figure. Lawsuit may force Toronto to get serious about snow clearing. We have 100 years tops left as a species. Earth will survive, but we sure as fuck won't, and don't deserve to, frankly. Well, Lisa, it's always entirely possible that we blow it up on our way out. Nuclear Armageddon, maybe something will happen. Oh, thanks, Toronto Star. This could have been a really interesting story, but you decided to give me the first paragraph. Maybe someone posted the full thing. Oh, well. Saw this. Since foxes are popular, check out this gray fox or coyote visitor in my backyard a few days ago. That's a coyote. That's not a fox. Look at that. A fox is way lower to the ground. That's definitely a canine we're looking at. Saw this strange fox / skunk hybrid in forest. Well, foxes are canines too, right? That's... What's the first answer? It's a melanistic red fox. Yeah, I was about to say, that is not a skunk. I am sorry if you think that is a skunk. Oh, man, you need to look at a picture of Pepe Le Pew sometime. That's clearly a fox. Like, sorry, Mac T.O., I don't mean to poke fun, but what you thinking? That's not a skunk. This guy fox. This guy. Famous Frank's filthy furry fox ferociously flipped fantastically for 50 fish fillets. Oh, I actually read that pretty good in the first time. Famous Frank's filthy furry fox ferociously flipped fantastically for 50 fish fillets. This guy just wrote fuck. Crescent Art Designs, $1. Thank you, Crescent Art Designs, for the $1. I just think that's funny. He could have said, he just could have put, this fox looks kind of like a skunk. After 90 years, what's to become of the Toronto Coach Terminal? I'll tell you what's to become of the Toronto Coach Terminal. Condos. In the 90s, we probably would have got like a tasteful loft out of it. It would have been nice big lofts. Probably not even a height extension. It would have been contained within the coach current terminal, and we would have got like a really cool addition. Now we're definitely getting big ass glass boxes sticking out of the current facade, which I have no problem with. It's the right location to do that. But they're not going to be tasteful, and they're not going to be affordable, which I do have a problem with. Yeah, it's this gorgeous over 90-year-old Art Deco building right just north of Dundas and Bay Street. Gorgeous building, but now it fell into a state of disrepair, and it was never that nice interior-wise, at least for as long as I've been alive. And all of the coach buses have been consolidated into the new terminal at CIBC Square, which I think is a massive step up because you've got Union Station right there. Chris Mills says booster on Wednesday. That's also my booster day, I think. Vivian Johnson says it's a black fox. I'll tell you what it is. It's I need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Geeky Center just on my left. When I get to Dundas Square up ahead here, I'll turn right and I'll head north through the campus, check out the rink, then I'll pop back over to Yonge on Gold Street. There's a look over. It's one of the side entrances to the Eaton Center. And that's new, that furniture store. That used to be a Foot Locker. But they relocated north where the Jordan store used to be. I don't see any branding on that store. 247 Young. I know a few people that would like to pop in there. There's the Ed Mirvish Theater. And what was formerly EV Games, but they've officially become just GameStop here in Canada. Oh, I should have muted that. You guys probably had a bit of an echo. Eventually, the American brands usually... We're no longer booster location buddies. Oh, no! We had a store called... Rob says, thank goodness Johnny has this channel. Tara, I was so bored. Well, thank you for coming by, Robert. Or Rob, sorry. Didn't mean to assume you were a Robert. And we're up to... Speaking of which, we've been hovering around 200 viewers tonight, so thank you guys. 2022 is going to be the year of the stumbles. We're going to get to 10,000 subscribers. I can feel it. These 24/7 streams, plus what we're doing here. I think we're in for some good times. New-ish. We're trying not to eat a lot of boredom. Let's go back to our Redditing. You know who I do miss? I miss seeing Susan. I think she's working right now. Justin got his booster. This is usually Busker Central. 2 Mondays ago. The street corner. Rode my bike around the city today and saw 2 foxes, 0 polar bears, and 22 squirrels. There we go. But how many raccoons did you see? Mississauga, a cautionary tale as cities sprawl out across southern Ontario. There is an enormous hidden cost with suburban developments. They're not sustainable. The amount of property tax that people pay for their services is so disproportionate. Literally everybody else in the entire province is subsidizing suburban sprawl. It's just not sustainable to have single-family detached dwellings spread out so far apart with the cost of bringing every utility, garbage, recycling, all the maintenance, all the road work for such a low-density development. It's imagine if their bills were changed. All these suburban municipalities are effed, by the way. They have a massive backlog of maintenance. I was just talking about this with a friend who's an urban developer, actually. Sorry, an urban planner, urban developer. So I'm guessing that's what this is about. Did I just go off on a little rant here? Johnny got the double audio going. Certainly the economic sorry. Engine of the country. Sorry about that. When it comes to building sprawls and creating completely unwalkable and transit inaccessible subdivisions, I don't think anyone has a leg up over York Region right now. Thank you, Dean's Vlog. But we have bus lanes and stops that rival Toronto. Forgot to mention the buses only come once a year, and if your name starts with a vowel. Laughing my ass off. True, I've lived in Mississauga for 5 years. Horrible transit system. And don't forget that the buses that come every half year still use regular traffic lanes because they pick people up at every intersection. Imagine if they put bus lanes on the edges of the road. That's true. I raise you, Durham. Milton would like a word with you. Kitchener, we have an LRT system that works quite well. Not Just Bikes did a good series on this phenomenon where cities build out too fast and eventually the infrastructure maintenance bills put them underwater. That's exactly what's happening. Hello, city of Milton. You're going to be in for a rude awakening pretty soon. Yep, the increased population costs are born long before revenue catches up, if ever. Yeah, the real cost of living in the suburbs is it's more than just longer commutes. Sorry, reading some of your chats. I mean, I'm not hating on the suburbs. If you like that lifestyle, if you like strip malls and not having a walkable neighborhood, but you treasure your backyard, maybe you treasure the school, you know, you like having the garage. You like just having one or two neighbors that you can be friendly with, and that's it. Like, there's a lot of great things and advantages to living there. They're just not great things for me. So people like me who like the city tend to shit on those things. But that's okay. You're allowed to like that. You're allowed to live there. But from a sustainability point of view, it's pretty black and white. That's not a sustainable... It's just not a sustainable way of developing. But hey, you could look at it this way. You get massively subsidized by everyone else if you live there in terms of infrastructure costs. So Mississauga, you can make the argument that they just didn't know better back then. Vaughan is the real tragedy. They saw most of their growth in the last 15 years, have a subway station connecting to Toronto, and have had every opportunity to be a dense, walkable, medium density community. And instead, it's this wretched blight of fucking parking lots. Plazas dominated by car access and housing with big, wasteful front yards. And yes, what's up with the front yard? Is anything more pointless than a suburban front yard? And wide streets for no conceivable reason other than to flaunt how space and efficient they could be. Vaughan could be the case study for shitty urban planning in the 21st century. And soon to come, tons of condos that likely have very few family-sized units. Again, if you like to live in Vaughan, okay, that's cool. I'll go up there and have a beer with you from time to time, but I can't really disagree with the sentiment of this argument or this post. And look at this up; it's got 467 upvotes. Milton too. That I think their general point is Mississauga did it in the 70s and 80s. You know, it's kind of like we just didn't know better, but now we do. I think that's the theme. Toronto Pharmacy to host a walk-in vaccine clinic for teachers and school staff on Monday. Cool. Oh, that's really, really unfortunate. I don't want to click that, but that's sad. Happy New Deer in Park Lawn Cemetery. What? Where is Park Lawn Cemetery? We got full-ass deer there? Full-ass deer, as if that's a thing. Park Lawn Cemetery. Did I spell cemetery wrong? Probably. Is it Airy? No, it's ER. There it is. Prince Edward Drive. Oh, yeah, I just didn't know this by name, but we walked right by this when I did a live stream the other day. I walked down here, and then I came up through here. And that's when we went down into the old mill. We walked right by it, but there's big-ass deer in there. That's cool. Ontario minimum wage hike comes into effect. Liquor servers and students get pay bump. Much needed. 2 red rockets, TTC streetcars. Really? Did you have to put TTC streetcars in parenthesis on a Toronto subreddit? UFO spotted by the harborfront. That's pretty cool. Are there any dangerous gangs in Forest Hill? I don't think so. I don't think so. Questions. Best pancakes in Toronto. There's a question I don't think I'm qualified to tackle. I love Mildred's Temple Kitchen. Emma's Country Kitchen. Seconded. Mildred's Blueberry. It's not anything fancy, but Fran's is everyone's favorite place to shit on. I think it's not bad. And it's a cool environment, and it's kind of an iconic restaurant. I miss Mitzi's. Hazel's Diner up by Yonge and Lawrence, if they're still around. Almond Butterfly. Everyone's talking about this Mildred's Temple Kitchen. I don't even know. Yeah, we're just looking up diners here. Where's that? Oh, that's on King West. Oh, that's where West Elm is. There's West Elm. So Mildred's must be right here. This is the place that everyone is raving about. Or about. Best nachos in Scotland. Loaded nachos 100%. What happened? Was I not in... Was it here? I have too many things open. Hey, let's watch me be confused. Are you going to get the Samsung Galaxy S22? Probably not. Mildred's is famous for their bathrooms. Why would they be famous for their bathrooms? Oh, here's where we were. We were on this tab. How to dispose of a large litter box. I'm going to be helping my mom sell everything in her house so she can downsize. Indoor dining shut down again? Question mark. Noticed a lot of Starbucks and dining areas are closed off again around the city. They reduced capacity. It's probably they're working with lower staffs and they just don't want to have the resources to dedicate people to checking for proof of vaccine and then dealing with the countless headaches when they run into people that, you know, think that that's not necessary. There's a possibility of not allowing indoor dining. If you're not going to allow indoor dining, you should not allow transit, and you should not allow malls, and you should not allow supermarkets. You should basically not allow anything, because my experience indoor dining throughout the pandemic has been very, very safe relative to almost anything else I could be doing. I'm no expert, just my 2 cents. But yes, let's scapegoat and kill another industry, because we have to make it look like we're doing something. Eye roll inserted here. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, let's not talk about this. I'll get too pissed off. Is getting a car worth it in Toronto? I live in Markham, but I think I might be living in Toronto in the future. I'm a student with a part-time job. This does not sound like a good equation to have a car, is it? I don't have access to a car, so the whole... No, just get transit. Or get transit. Do the transit thing. PCR testing, good luck. Cherry Coke cans. You can get a mean Cherry Coke from Burger King in Toronto. Oh, speaking of which, I did a rapid test this afternoon. I was going to save the thing, but I threw it in the garbage. I don't really feel like rolling my arm up and going into the garbage. But a few people were saying, after New Year's, man, you got to be tested. So I did one. It was negative. No big deal. If it were, I think, what's the rule? I got to no symptoms, isolate for 5 days. That'd be 5 days of me streaming from here every day, because that's all I'd be allowed to do. Wouldn't that be fun? It's everyone's worst nightmare. Don't get it. We don't want to endure that. Johnny Stride's streamathon. That's all I'd be doing. All right. We're at 108. How long have we been going for? Why can't I see that? Well, it is 9. So let's open up the floor to you guys. Any questions, any requests, anything you want to see on here? Do you have a YouTube channel you want to check out? Lisa says too early for you. Yeah, I've got a bunch. I'll probably do another one later this week. What, 2 to 3 days after an exposure, it'll probably show up. But I didn't even have like the really faint line. I have no symptoms whatsoever, so maybe I did it too early. I don't know. Would you go on Epic Mealtime? Epic Mealtime is an example of a YouTube channel that just blew up. They had insane viewership, and then it all kind of went downhill. They moved from Montreal to California, and that's when their channel started to like fall apart. Look at this. They have 6.94 million subscribers. Whoops. 6.94 million subscribers for Epic. So the answer is no. I probably wouldn't want to go in there. I don't have the ability to gorge on food. I'm the guy that like fills up or eats his whole plate and doesn't want dessert. Yeah, they were once one of the biggest channels on YouTube when they were Montreal based. Over 6.9 million subscribers. And they get less views than a lot of walktubers. Action Kid gets way more views than Epic Mealtime. Like, that's a channel that has just declined drastically. Devin is more of a fan of First We Feast. And the other thing is Epic Mealtime, their older videos used to be like epic. Like, they would go all out and they had like different characters and they would like, it wasn't really my thing, but they would make it like the editing was intense. Like, it was like an experience. The new ones are just like, yeah, we're going to do that thing we always do again. Like, man, talk about a channel that lost its mojo. I hope I'm not foreshadowing my own channel's existence. Harley Morenstein apparently has clinical... He's the guy that runs the channel, right? I think. This guy here. Who relocated the team from Quebec. Does anyone remember EDP 445? Says Brandon. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that a YouTube channel? This is the greatest situation update of all time. I stream every day. Penguin. This one has 3 million. I don't even know what this is, but this looks like after being caught in 4K back in April, EDP's situation has only gone from bad to worse. He's been evicted. I don't know about this. It feels fake, the new Epic Mealtime. Daniela says, yeah, I think they're just mailing it in. Video request to anywhere on Kingston Road in Scarborough. Your mom used to live there. Why don't you have a YouTube channel doing videos? You could do that. But yeah, I was going to do Kingston Road, but I was going to do Kingston Road west of Victoria Park down to Queen Street again. I didn't quite have that thought to go east. Although it is kind of cool around the bluffs. There's a lot of old motels and kind of cool stuff to check out. To everyone else, have a great chat on Johnny's live stream. All right, Michelle Briggs, I will not be too much longer. I've still got a video to edit and upload and take care of. I've got a graphics card to install. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to open it up. Once I open it up, I can no longer return it. I only paid 3 times its actual value for it. Oh. You love Sean Evans, Dude is Gold. I don't even know who that is. First, is that the guy in First We Feast?
I can see the end zone.
Yep.
I can see it.
Yep.
I might eat the whole thing.
Gordon Ramsay returns for the... Oh, this is... They do hot ones on here? Johnny, if you were to recommend a first piece of gear that is invaluable for a new YouTuber... Well, it depends on what you already have. But I would say... First piece of gear that is invaluable. I would say... Depending if you're doing your videos inside, I'd say a good microphone, something I did not get till too late. And if you're doing them outside or you're moving around, a good lav mic. You cannot put a price on audio. Your video will get better, your equipment will get better, but audio is something you can get right almost from day one. And it's just as important, if not more important than video. Bad audio will turn people off, so just start off with that. That's my opinion. Have you watched Kitchen Nightmares on YouTube? I've watched Kitchen Nightmares on TV. I don't know about YouTube. Johnny's Yogi, you're a trooper. Oh, we're down to 8 people in the Snowwalks 24/7 live stream. Maybe everyone's tired of seeing these same videos on loop 1,000 times already. Although I did add 3 videos to it recently. All right, it might be time to build this up a little bit and have some different videos playing. You had Maddie Patty's Burgers, says Brandon in. No, I have not. And the chat is slowing down. Maybe that's indicative of time to end the stream. How long was last week's stream? I've been going down this weird path of doing like 1.5 hour long streams. That one was 1:29. What did my first ever Sunday Night Stumble stream look like? Everyone's here watching, uses Benjamin. What did the first one of these ever look like? I looked at, here's my first Stumbles videos. What did Stumbles Monday night hangout for no reason?
Your business.
JD is ordering a Rode mic on Amazon right now. Do you know if you need TRS or TRRS? There's 2 different connectors. If you're plugging into a smart device, probably TRRS. If you're plugging into like an audio recorder or any professional gear, you want a TRS device. You can get adapters, but adapters suck. How do you sync the audio? Any video editing program can sync the audio. One thing you can do is when you turn on your microphone and your camera, you could just go 1, 2, 3 out loud. And that way, if your audio software can't sync them, you have a visual reference to sync the audio. So you can just do it manually. It's annoying, but you could still do it. Yogi says we're going to know each video on the 27th stream. All right, I'm going to build those out a bit. Look at this. What is this guy doing? It is Monday, November 9th, 11:38. Don't know, care what the temperature is. I'm over here because I said I would do this stream on my Johnny Strides channel earlier. What's up? Bavi Jan? What are your opinion on Audio Technica? That's a good brand. I don't know anything about their individual models. And 1 like so far. Ooh, 3 viewers and 1 like. Start up the video. Hey, Bianca. Bianca? Who's Bianca? Let's get something a little more interesting going. This will be the video, hopefully, that shows up on the main channel tomorrow, if it ever gets. Herman Lang remembers when there were 4-hour Stumble streams. How are you guys doing tonight? What's up, Oliver? I just think an hour and a half to 2 hours is kind of the sweet spot. Marie Palmer says that's hilarious. No. Don't know what that means, but I hope you're trying to tell people. You had a hipster haircut then? There we go. Hit the like button. All right. So where did that haircut come to be? Why would I ever get that haircut? 500 people in it? That's not something I would ask for. 10 people in it. Normally when the bangs come out, that's because I haven't had a haircut for a long time. But the sides are relatively short and the bangs are down. Thank you, Daniela. Deborah H. You were in the stream earlier, Deborah. I'm going to have to start charging you a subscription fee. Have you done any yoga? I haven't seen the old bike. You know, my stuff is back on the balcony right now. Not to the Stumbles channel. This channel sucks. I actually had 2 of these before the stream. I have to have a few drinks before I... That was back when I was a borderline alcoholic. Having 2 drinks before a live stream. For a few hours. Hey, look, I had the same subscribe button back then. Where am I going? Am I going north on Jane? And where is this? But we've got 2 likes and 6 viewers. I wasn't paying attention to where I am or where I'm going. And you're gonna head out now. All right, COVID Hippo. Have a good night. Inadvertently run a red light. JD is looking forward to the editing part of your videos. You find it interesting? Yeah, editing's fun. And I don't have any more videos, so tomorrow So this was my first ever angle. Look at this. This is terrible. I just want to yell. Oh, this is... There you go. The first Sunday. That got 1,200 views. What was... Tuesday night hangout. Edibles plus scotch plus ask me anything. 1K subscriber bonus stream. Sunday night stumbling at home with... I think this was the first ever proper Sunday night stumble stream.
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently, which makes accomplishing your work goals easier.
I have
Get
not
full
updated
sentence
this. Look
rewrite
at...
suggestions
Glad
so
you spent
can
my
say
super
what you
chat
need
wisely.
faster.
Ugh, what is this guy doing? You don't have an intro. Look at that lighting. Look how harsh that is. You can tell what's on my screen is bright by the fact that my face is lit up like that. Sunday, December 13th, 10:44 p.m. Yeah. I don't know. Probably. Oh, look at this. I'm showing some fan art. I remember this. Come on, fast forward, fast forward. In your same messages again. Alex says looking good, man. King Streetcar, nice posture. Yes, that posture is much better than my real life posture. That is true, Johnny. You drink that green can. Is the Charlie Brown tree? James York is drinking Captain Morgan. Oh, it's the Charlie Man tree. Love it. You look like a crazy streaming madman. Beatles vibes. Oh yes. Abbey Road. Another person looking at you. Streaming is fine. Yeah, he spells Jeanette like he's an Asian teenager. Randomly capitalizing words. Almighty Om, are you in your socks? I'm in very fitted shoes. I don't see the end though, so this isn't very accurate. Do you guys do this? Is it just me or is the crosswalk? Watch in like 1.5 or 2 times speed? Alright, Jeanette, have a good night. Says Novell Costs. Did I miss Jeanette saying have a good night? Sleepy time for me. My vacation is over. Back in the office tomorrow. Alright.
I like vintage Johnny.
Liz likes vintage Johnny. Thank you for the 279, Liz. Were you still lurking back? I meant to do this on my last few videos. I have it. I'm going into Patreon right now. Relationship. So huge Thank you, Liz.
Jen K, who is in this stream for being a God tier member, along with Ron B and Josh. We've got 3 God tier members on
I had 3 God tier members back then. I only have 5 now.
A lot on YouTube for channel.
Man, I got to start pushing these channel memberships a little better.
This is not easy. Why am I doing this now? This was a bad idea. This was a very bad idea. Big thank you to I Will Rock Your World, Andrew Nielsen, High Fiver, and Chuck Diamond. They're all God tier members.
Come on, show some of them, show some of the other art. Do I ever
subscribes and watches, or you know, all that good stuff? How do you feel about people making fan art of you? I don't know, Dan. That's kind of weird. And there's the first fan art.
There's one. That's
Hi everybody. There's Drake creeping on Johnny Strides. Roy Donaldson, what's up? Holy shit, we have 71 people in this chat. Yes, this is not a PG-13 chat. Johnny Strides. That girl actually looks suspiciously like someone I know. So I think someone who knows me might have drawn that. So God says Drake looks so funny. Do you guys think that would be a good t-shirt? And this one is kind of creepy still. I do not like this one. I look like as Susan said, I look like a K-pop. Certainly don't look like a 4-year-old.
What is that?
Cheers. Drake is shaming me for wearing that. Yeah, maybe we're outdoors when I wasn't here anymore. It's money well spent watching some guy walk around Toronto, taking bids surprisingly entertaining. Susan says she nearly passed out on this. I get in trouble for having Drake's... Who's to say that's Drake? Who's to say that's Drake? You can put that on a shirt. There's just a random guy in the background. It's not Drake. I'm sure we could find at least 1,000 people. I probably have subscribers that look more like this guy than like Drake that would gladly step in. Alright, Alex says he likes all of them. Let me just fire up the video since... Alright, there we go. This one is a bonus video. Patreon and channel members, I haven't yet filmed...
Alright, Johnny, shut up.
Videos, but I decided they weren't quite...
Okay, there's a little trip down memory lane. That was fun. Is that bubbly you're drinking? I recognize that big can. I am out right now. And because I have some work to do, I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm also going to probably do this new video card up right after the stream. So this video tanked. This one I posted yesterday did really well for a Stumbles video. And this one I posted today did nothing. Like, nobody watched it. Dundas Square on New Year's Eve, an hour before midnight. Oh well. Dude, if you ever get around to setting up the yeah, that's one thing. I was supposed to do the P.O. Box before I did the 24/7 stream. I was supposed to do that before I did the merch. You can always tell what I'm most lazy about when I start randomly doing other things before that thing. Like I have a video for a product I'm supposed to move. And this company sent me this product like a month ago. And I still haven't done it. I'm just making up excuses left and right. Doing all sorts of other things. I launched merch. I did the 24/7 stream. I did all this other crazy stuff. I cleaned all the stuff, like my whole apartment, before I did this one video for this one company, because I know deep down I don't want to sit here and do that. Lesson learned, Johnny. Don't take on tasks you don't want to do, right? I think that's pretty good for pretty good advice for all of us. It is 9:18, so I'm going to go 12 more minutes here, and then we're going to end the stream right around the 2-hour mark, if that sounds fair. What is coming in here? Text message. Oh. Someone just messaged me. You were more nervous in those old streams. It says a friend I've known for quite a while. Was I more nervous in those old streams? I don't know. I was more potty-mouthed. Less politically correct, maybe? I don't know. But those were fun. Where do you get your merch? Through this company, Teespring. Teespring is now Spring. Sorry, they're Spring. And specifically, strideswag.com. I don't know if... Yeah, I'll keep the domain. I was like, should you get your own domain name? It only cost me like an extra, not much more to do this. JD got a text today, I want a cruise. Well, why would anyone want to go on a cruise when you're basically on a floating petri dish? I guess if you're not worried, then I don't know. Cruises just seem like bad news given the current climate. Also, I think I would drive myself like, do not invite me on a cruise. Do not give me tickets to a cruise. I go insane in like those Caribbean all-inclusive resorts. Like, I'm not going to handle a cruise very well. Plus, you have shit internet. It's really expensive and it's really slow. So, Devin says he's going to bail and relax. All right. Have a good night. Any hats, says Robert Ruddick. I'm looking at my hats now, but I will not be donning any hats for the stream. You know what? I said I was going to put my t-shirt on. Let's do that. Let's go put the t-shirt on. Let's, let me just try on a subway ride on Christmas.
I lost 26 pounds and I feel incredible.
Day. This was from last year. I'll just play this while I go put my shirt on.
I like it.
But I'm not going to do that changing part on camera. But this could be fun. I'm also not going to wear the crop top. Ta-da! It's a t-shirt. Can we make it... This is awkward, wearing a t-shirt in front of a green screen. Also, you can't really see the green in it because of the green screen. But there we go. The first ever wearing of the official Johnny Strides merch, available at strideswag.com. As I do a cheesy radio VJ radio VJ. You can't be a. You get the idea. You get the idea. And we've got 8 minutes to go. Herman Huang enjoyed his river cruise. Never been on an ocean cruise. If you took Charlie on the boat, would you go? No. Do you guys want to see? Should I beg Charlie's owner to do a Charlie walk? I am cold, by the way. I've got the heater off just so the sound doesn't interfere, but we've only got 8 minutes to tough out. Feel free not to do that again. Oops. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you very much. Ah, that sound. It was too loud. Thank you, Rob. Chris Mills says styling. Yogi says looks good. Emma says love it. Yogi says stand up. I'm just reading some of your messages. So much goddamn Dundas square footage. Hey, it's the center of the universe. You have your own dog. You don't need to watch you walk someone else's. Yeah. People have been asking for more Charlie content. Yeah. I'll probably bust out City Guesser again on a future stream. Sanji says turn the heater on. I'm hearing some weird noises coming from outside. Some really weird noises. But yeah, I'm glad the t-shirt fits. It's relatively styling. I'm gonna walk around with a t-shirt with my fake made up YouTube name on it. That'll be cool. Vivian Johnson says, thanks for the evening entertainment, Johnny. Have a great rest of the night. You too, Vivian. Have a great night. Charlene Finch wants a shirt. I remember the video when you almost hit the off-leash. Yeah, that, Emma, that was crazy stuff. Sanjay says, we can handle the heater noise, but I can't. When your host has OCD, you're at the mercy of your host. Chris says Charlie is a nice pupper. Yeah. But the truth is, Charlie can be bribed and tricked. He'll, if you've got a milk bone in your pocket, that dog will bend to your every will. Will? That doesn't make sense, but you get the idea. Godwin says, Happy New Year, Johnny and friends. Dropping in to say hi. Happy New Year, Godwin. This is my last day of Happy New Year's. I'm not saying it anymore after today. I draw the line. 2 days later is enough. I'm not saying I'm sick of it. I'm just saying it seems like the right amount of time to keep saying Happy New Year. So Happy New Year, Godwin. And hope your channel is going well as well. Let's click this annoying ad off. Ain't nobody want to buy these pickup trucks. Maybe someone does. It's a little insensitive for me to say. Someone out there could have done all the research on a pickup truck and heard me say that, and I just ruined their night. Rob likes it when I have guests on. Oh, that was last Sunday when I was streaming with Charlie right next to me. Was it? Yeah, I think it was. That was a fun stream. Whitley Scribe says, another enjoyable session. Thanks, Johnny. Thank you, Whitley Scribe. Chris Mills is a 2-dog owner here. Well, I get the honors of being the last one. Maybe someone else might say it before you. Night Bro, Joseph Mondu. This is the part where I just read every chat because we're just waiting till we get to 9:30. Gotta go. Thank you. This was fun. Thank you, Billy. Oh, my phone just fell down. Can I just say thanks to anyone that says it to me tomorrow and not say it back? That works too. The train is so empty. This is Christmas Day in Nouvelle-Écosse. Everything was closed at this point. Also, last year was a lot more depressing than this year. There's less stuff to do. Not that this year was all that joyful, but you get the idea. Marie Palmer says hi to Godwin. Brad Palmer says hi. See you in 2022. My latest YouTube rabbit hole is van conversions. Oh, those are neat. They're kind of like when you look up the... it kind of dovetails with the tiny house thing. They're both kind of interesting little rabbit holes to go down. Marie Palmer says goodnight to Joseph. Mondu, is that how you pronounce it? M-O-N-D-O-U-X? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I'm sitting a little far from the mic. Hey, you can see the mic shaking when I move around. I am using a very cheap boom arm. Kathleen says, good night, Joseph, and hi to Godwin. Christmas 2020 was when it was filmed. And yep. Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? One of the two. Oh, Christmas Day from Dundas. So this would have been after my live stream. I went to the Distillery District and I recorded a live stream through there that was pretty well. Yeah, it's time to end the stream. When I start talking like this. Do you say it for Chinese New Year? I don't know. That's a good question. Gonna walk the dog. Have fun. Remember the... Yes, I do, Randy C. And I wish I didn't remember that website. It's a lot like rotten dot something. If you know Ogrish, you probably know that. Aviation and sailing videos are your current go-to. It's like a gamer chat back in the day, says Deborah. Deborah S. Hello, Deborah S. Any new gadget? Oh, Godwin, I got a new one of these. My 8-core 5000 series Radeon. And I got the old 2700 stuck on the heatsink, which I'm going to have to take off. Thankfully, no pins are bent. So there's some new gadget. And after the stream, I'm going to edit a video and install this guy. So yeah, some new gadgets. In addition to all this new streaming stuff. The gadgets never end around here. Okay, we're going to close this. 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 And I'm just reading. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, thanks for goat something, lemon something. There's a lot of. The old internet was weird. It was so weird. Oh, you'd be traumatized for life looking at those things. But there we go, guys. Huge thank you for the last time. Happy New Year's. If you catch me saying it again, I need to put some money in the swear jar. But thanks, JD computer building video. Probably not. It's just going to be cobbled together with old parts. But thank you, guys. Thank you to our mods for modding. I will be popping into Johnny Stumbles or the 24/7 from time to time. Bar's going to be closing down soon, you think? I hope not. I really hope not. I already made my 2 cents known about that earlier. But thank you, guys. I hope you all have a great night. I don't know when I'll stream next on Strides, either tomorrow or Tuesday. I do have to get tomorrow's video taken care of. I do have this new video card I want to play with. I've got some TV I ultimately want to catch up on. So thank you for watching, and let me get ready to nuke the stream. Independent Mind says Happy New Year's. Chris Mills says peace and Happy New Year. Thanks to our channel members. Thanks to our Patreon members. Thanks to our mods. Thanks everyone for coming and putting up with me for yet another stream. I will catch you on the next one. Yoink. As I fail to end it, because I am ending the stream for some reason using my touchscreen laptop.